All right, welcome to UC&P TV. Thank you so much, Dr. Bowman, for coming in to see us. Welcome to our viewers. Thank you guys for watching. So our guest today, Dr. Bowman, is a very special woman. She is a follower of Christ. She is a wife, an awesome mother. She is a vision consultant. She is a researcher in the School of Optometry at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. She is a gem to anyone who meets her, a serious advocate, and just an awesome person all around. Dr. Bowman, how do you do it? Tell us how you do it all.
I'm doing great. I do it all. That's right. Many different hats.
Many different hats, and how do you do it? Like, how do you balance those hats?
I just roll with the flow. I don't know. I mean, it's what I've been put on this earth to do. So I have a passion about it. You can't do it if you don't have a passion. It's compassion and passion. You got to have both. And so
compassion plus passion, and it ends up
that's right.
Wonderful package that is Dr. Bowman. I'm telling you, she is all things good too. So I talked about you being a vision consultant, and some of our viewers may be wondering what that is. So can you tell us just a little bit about your work and also what inspired you to pursue this line? Because you do have your doctorate degree, you are a consultant and also a researcher. So how did you get into this line of work?
My kids, my children are my inspiration. Both of them. I have Simon and Andrew. And they were, I was disheartened at the services that were available for kids in the public school system who had vision impairments and also deaf blindness. And I wanted to be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. So I sought all the education I possibly could in order to meet my own children's needs. And also that's one of my goals is that I don't turn down anybody that needs my help. I mean, because I was the parent that needed that help before. And as far as researching, I set out to find a cure for my kid, really, how to impact his disease. And I fell in love, and we just went. It folded because it was a perfect plan from above. I mean, God really laid it out, and now, 10 years later, I'm still doing it.
Awesome. I absolutely love that. I love the fact that you saw a need, and instead of like what we can do, which is sit back, be upset and complain, you decided to become a part of the solution. And you have not only inspired and changed the lives of your sons and their trajectory, but also of so many other people, like not just students, but teachers. Like everybody's inspired by your work, and you do it well. I'm serious. I mean, you do it with passion. You are passionate about every student and literally every situation that you're in, and that's admirable. But it's nothing you can fake. Like it's clearly within you. Like it's clearly God within you.
Thank you.
That is so beautiful. So it kind of flows into my next question, which is about advocacy. You are a huge advocate. I love your social media platform, Andrew's Hope, and even your personal page. You advocate every day for students, whether it's IEP meetings or consulting, all the things that you do. How can someone become an advocate? Are there key characteristics to being an advocate in any field?
I think you have to have a desire to make a change, and you have to speak up. I don't know if I could identify, what, because I don't think I ever thought about it. I just did it. I saw that what was right, and you do what's right. And you have to educate people along that path to make sure they understand, what's appropriate and how, I don't know how to say that I guess it's really doesn't matter what you're advocating for, what's appropriate and really what's right. Regardless of what you're advocating for. We just recently advocated for my son who was in the hospital and was like, this was what was wrong, and this is how this is what needs to happen. Does that make sense?
What I hear you saying is pretty much being an advocate is standing for what's right and sort of sticking to it, and then also educating in that process. And
Yeah,
so,
you can't have advocacy without education, because what you want to do is change what's before you to make it different for the next person behind you.
absolutely. So you have to educate yourself and then educate others.
Correct. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So again, we talked about sort of your education, Dr. Bowman. What advice do you have for someone who's pursuing their education to that level, like how to stick with it? Because we know that it can be arduous at times. And I know you were balancing a lot while pursuing that degree. So do you have any advice for sticking with it?
Don't give up. Look at the goal before you and take one hurdle at a time. And, you know, for me, giving up is not an option, regardless of, I mean, that I would have to say, if I had to say one thing about me, is I do have determination. I might not know what I need to do or where I need to do, you know, but I'm going to get it done. And you have to have that in order to complete it. You just have to know what your goal is and stick with it. And then sometimes you might have to take a break. And you might have to go, okay, and take a break, get a breather, find those people around you that's going to encourage you and push you forward, and have that same positivity that you have about being goal-minded. Because I did, I finished my doctorate while I was working, taking care of, being a mom, being a wife, and traveling too. So my thing is, if I can do it, anybody in the world can do it. I mean, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I didn't grow up with the support in which I found from other people. I developed a support system from others that I really wasn't born with. I didn't have it necessarily in my family unit, but it was other people that pushed me forward. So I would find definitely someone who is going to be that encourager and guide you the right way.
Thank you. That is huge. That is huge. And I know a lot of people will benefit from that. Thank you for being willing to share, sort of the secret, to be determined, have a goal and map it out. Take a break if needed, like listen to yourself, listen to what you need. And then also have people around you that'll push you, that are like-minded. Like they may not be doing the same thing, but they're going and they care about you and they want to see you do well.
Succeed. Yeah.
Oh, that is great, Dr. Bowman. Thank you. So what advice do you have for parents? Again, you juggle several hats. So for parents who are professionals, who take their job as seriously as you do, but then you also have children who require additional attention because of their disability. So what advice do you have for parents for managing that and doing well in all of their roles?
It's having, I pray a lot. And I'm having a support system of those who are going to encourage you along the way. I do have 2 children with disabilities, and we find some type of normalcy, and we try to really, I guess for us, I call it rolling with the punches. We try our best to be, normal. And there's no normal, but, we're even a little bit way back before, beyond normal, but, and just continuing and not giving up. I don't know how to, other than just saying tomorrow's a new day. Today might have been tough, but tomorrow we're going to look for smiles. If today is rough, then tomorrow you get to start over. I was encouraging a parent one time, and she says, it's difficult for me to even put my feet on the floor. And I said, then pray for God to put your feet on the floor and push you. So sometimes you have to be a push just to start your day. So,
well, that is
that's the simplest way I can put it.
Yeah. And you're always so positive, and you wear it all so well, and you make it look easy. So again, we want the secrets. So thank you for sharing that. So that kind of concludes this, but I do want to know, because I know people are going to want to get in contact with you, and they may have
Uh-huh.
questions. Can they get in contact with you? And if so, what's the best method?
Email. You can send to my personal email, and it's Ellen, ELLEN, the letter L, Bowman, BOWMAN, at AOL.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Bowman. This is amazing. You dropped a lot of gems today. Thank you, UC&P TV viewers. I hope that you guys enjoy the video and that you'll tune into our next one. Bye-bye.